Hello guys, welcome to our channel. So starting from today onwards we are going to begin narrating the whole Demon Slayer manga, starting from the Infinity Castle. So if you guys want to watch the entire series, then please subscribe the channel, and before I start the video let me also warn you about spoilers, so if you guys are okay with spoilers let's start the video. The chapter begins with the panel which shows us the two different perspectives of Muzan and Kagaya ubuyashiki. For Kagaya the panel states those who join feelings and inherit them. And for Muzan it is those who cut feelings and live forever. In a certain way these statements completely summarizes the whole character of Muzan and Kagaya. And after these panel we can clearly see that Muzan finally breaks into ubuyashiki residence in order to kill Kagaya. But instead of panicking, Kagaya calmly says that, "You are finally here Muzan Kibutsuji." He says to Muzan that you are the demon. The ubuyashiki family has been behind for 1,000 years. The blind Kagaya, out of the curiosity to see him, asks Amani to describe the appearance of Muzan. To his request Amani gives a very precise picture of Muzan. After that Kagaya asks Muzan that he must be very angry with him and his family, because they were in his way for very long time now, and due to this fact Kagaya already predicted that Muzan would come to kill him. But instead being angry Muzan felt sorry for Kagaya's condition. Kagaya was already in a very bad condition, and it almost felt like as if he was a corpse. The ubuyashiki family, who got into Muzan's way for such a long time, was now in such a condition. Muzan could do nothing but feel pity for them. While Muzan was sympathizing for the ubuyashiki family, on the other hand Kagaya confidently replies to Muzan that he already knew that he was going to die. Even the doctors told him that he was going to die half a year ago. Yet he was still alive. It was only possible because of the will of Kagaya to kill Muzan. Kagaya claims that he would definitely defeat him. Muzan was not fazed by Kagaya at all, and he tells him that he will be the one who is going to kill him now. But before Muzan could end his life, Kagaya reveals a shocking fact to Muzan. He tells him that both him and Muzan are of the same blood. But Muzan was born 1,000 years ago, so his blood might be different from his. Muzan, who was little surprised, questioned Kagaya what he was trying to say. To that question, Kagaya replied, "A monster like you came out of my family, and that led to my family being cursed." Every child who was born in the ubuyashiki family was weak and used to die right away. But when their family was about to get wiped out, a priest helped and explained to them that a demon was originated from their bloodline, so in order to survive, their family must have to dedicate their souls to defeat the demon. If they do that, their family will not die out. And ever since then the ubuyashiki family had received wives from the priests for generations. Although their children don't die right away like before, but still no one in the ubuyashiki family has lived longer than 30 years. After listening to Kagaya's story, Muzan replied, "Yet the heavens are not punishing me. Despite the hundreds, thousands of humans I have killed, I am not being punished." He also says that he have never seen a god or Buddha for thousands of years. After that Kagaya asks Muzan about, "What is your dream?" While Muzan was listening to him he felt something very strange. Even though the head of the demon hunter was an absolute pain to Muzan, but at this moment he felt no hatred towards him, rather he felt a sense of relief. Kagaya interrupted Muzan and tells him that he knows Muzan's dream. His dream is eternity or immortality. Muzan instead admits that this is truly his dream, and he claims that his dream will come true as soon as he gets his hands on Nezuko. But Kagaya states that his dreams would never come true. Muzan thinks that Kagaya is confident because he had hid Nezuko well, but Kagaya replies that Muzan is misunderstanding. He tells Muzan that he knows about eternity. Kagaya explains that eternity is nothing but human thoughts. He claims that human thoughts are indestructible. Muzan finds this statement very repulsive, and he becomes frustrated. But even after that Kagaya continues and tells Muzan that a lot of demon hunters have died. But they haven't disappeared at all. He further explains to Muzan that there are countless people who hates Muzan because he have taken the lives of their loved ones, and they have never forgiven Muzan. Their hate for Muzan is eternal. He tells Muzan that he had stepped on the tails of countless tigers, and soon he have to face the wrath of dragon. Kagaya says that if Muzan kills him now, then the hunters won't feel anything, because honestly they don't need him that much. After telling this Kagaya again says to Muzan that this human thoughts can't be understood by him, as once Muzan dies, his kind will also cease to exist, and there will be no one left to remember him. Muzan found Kagaya's words frustrating, and he was prepared to kill him, but Kagaya wanted to clear one last thing, as he said the demon hunters don't really need him that much, but that doesn't mean that his death won't have an impact on them. He explains that the demon hunters, and especially the pillars, love and respect him very much, so if he dies it is pretty sure that the moral of the demon hunters would be higher than ever before. While there was the confrontation of Muzan and Kagaya in the ubuyashiki residence, whereas on the other hand, the pillars and the demon hunters were making their moves in order to save the ubuyashiki family. While Muzan was busy listening to him, Kagaya secretly contacted his secret network of pillars across Japan, and he then tells Muzan that his location is already traced, and the demon hunters are coming for him. So in the end of the chapter, Kagaya warns Muzan about the wrath which he have to face now. So, this was all for today's video. See you in the next chapter.